Hi, my name is Will, and today I want to talk about one of the most beloved and oldest continuously used national flag, the national flag of Denmark, also known as the Dannebrog.
Dannebrog.
Sure. Well, more specifically, I want to talk about the legend behind the flag itself, and one key aspect in particular. Legends vary in detail, but the version I want to discuss goes as follows. The fateful day was June 15, 1219, during a battle at Danish, part of the crusade of 1219 by Danish king Valdemar II to the pagan country of Estonia. The Danes were losing this battle and defeat seemed inevitable. Then, Danish Bishop Anders Sunesen began to do what bishops do best. Move diagonally. Pray. He prayed with his arms stretched toward heaven, and as long as he kept his hands raised, the Danes would push forward and gain advantage. Eventually, the bishop's arms were so exhausted that he let them drop to his sides. The Danish army started to fall again, and 2 monks were needed to hold his hands skyward. And all of a sudden, what's that? The Dannebrog descended from the sky and, as some legends have it, into the hands of the bishop himself. This gift from God filled the Danes with courage, and they won the battle. This legend is popular and has been repeated countless times in various forms. It's been the subject of songs and poems and was even taught in school textbooks for a while. While many discuss how the story has influenced history or the truth behind this myth, I would rather look at the historical and biblical influences that can be seen in this legend. Similar myths about battles and signs from God exist around Europe, the first one being about Constantine the Great, as Ingrid Adriansen put it in her 2012 work, The Danish National Flag as a Gift from God, a National Religious Myth. Prior to the Battle of the Milvian Bridge in 312, Constantine saw a cross of light in the sky, bearing a Greek inscription given in Latin as In hoc signo vinces. Under this sign you shall conquer. There can be no doubt that the Danish myth was inspired by this legend, which was known in the Middle Ages throughout the Christian world. Along with this legend, there are most likely other stories that influence the mythical descent of the Danish flag, such as the Portuguese variation of this legend about the battles between the Portuguese and the Moor in 1139. But there's another aspect to the story I want to focus on that many articles detailing the influences don't mention in detail, and that's this guy, Bishop Anders Sunesen. When my Danish friend told me about this legend, I was reminded of a Bible story from Exodus where Moses and Joshua are leading the Israelites in a battle against Amalek. It says in Exodus 17, 9-13, So Moses said to Joshua, Choose for us men and go and fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on top of the hill with the staff of God in my hand. So Joshua did as Moses told him and fought with Amalek, while Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. Whenever Moses held up his hands, Israel prevailed, and whenever he lowered his hand, Amalek prevailed. But Moses' hands grew weary, so they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat on it, while Aaron and Hur held up his hands, one on one side and the other on the other side. So his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. And Joshua overwhelmed Amalek and his people with the sword. This is almost exactly what happened with the bishop in the Danish legend. And I mean, of course it is. This is a Bible story we're talking about, and the Danes were, in fact, Christian. I mean, they were on a crusade and all, come on. This just goes to show how influential previous stories are in later cultural legends. I love the series of videos by Kirby Ferguson called Everything's a Remix. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. I'll put a link in the description. Throughout the videos, Ferguson describes how everything from music to technology is a combination of previous works with a dash of original flair. Everything is a remix, and our national legends are no different. Thanks for watching.